One more time?
The the PBR bull riding.
What is that?
I went to an event this past weekend, and I was so mad because I didn't realize that I guess in the town there was a PBR bull riding championship thing going on.
Ooh.
I had no idea. So we were at dinner, and we were like, why are all these people dressed up as like cowboys and cowgirls? And I was like, and they were like nicely dressed. Like, it didn't look like a costume party or anything. And so when we go to leave, and there's more people like walking. I'm talking like cowboy boots, the Wranglers, some were wearing chaps, like nice hats, like all this stuff. And we're just like, what the hell? So I Google it. Yep, it's PBR bull riding. And I was like, I could have got that cowboy. So
Hey guys, welcome back to the Dark Collective podcast. I am your host, Miss Red, and for the first time in over a year, Jen, the owner of Sinners and Stardust, is here.
Oh my God.
You guys, this is a rare occurrence. Rare, but we love her because Jen is running the event, so she's always busy.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
here. Having the best time.
So you guys, we just did a very interesting and hilarious interview. Jen, who did we have?
It was very long, in the best way. We just had, what did you call it? Mr. Nolan. Eric Nolan. Some of you may know him as the Devil of Dublin.
It was fun. I love it because he can talk. And I thought I could talk. I don't even think I talked that much in this episode.
He is the narrator.
Yeah. So you guys, by the time this episode comes out, it'll be towards the end of January. Jen, is there anything that you can say about Shadows that no one knows, but we'll be able to know at that time?
For anyone that is not in the Facebook group and did not see, we decided to move the ball for Shadows from the hotel to the Fillmore, which is less than a mile from the venue. It's stunning. It's so pretty. We're just so excited about the things that we can do at that venue opposed to at, the Hyatt. So there's that. I think that's just the biggest thing.
No, yeah. It's crazy because it's year one of Shadows. I mean, this is going to be, I believe, episode 10 of season 3 of this podcast. And it's kind of crazy because people ask all the time, like, how long have you guys been doing this? And I was like, I don't know, 19 years. That's what it feels like. But it's only been 3, which is crazy.
Like, oh my God.
I know. But you guys, we're going to keep this pretty short. Jen is here, which is a great thing. We love having Jen on. But because this episode is long, and we love him, but it is long, we want you guys to fully get immersed in the unhinged of it all. Yeah. Jen's just like, woo! All right, you guys, so please enjoy Mr. Eric Nolan. All right, you guys, so please welcome Mr. Eric Nolan. Yay!
Should I clap for myself?
Clap for yourself.
Yeah, clap for yourself.
Is this where you put in the audience applause?
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to use the audio in the app because I found out that I can do clapping noises. I can do drum noises. The first time Jen and I used this, it was...
So you just add all that stuff in post. You get all of the last events of Sinners and Stardust, people cheering, and you just add that in.
Yes. That's actually what all of our content is. It's just Red playing.
I hear that's what you put on in the gym when you're working out. It's just people applauding you.
It's actually our entertainment for Shadows coming up. It's just Red DJing on the front.
Could you imagine?
It's going to be wonderful.
Oh my God. Well, this is going to be the best Unhinged podcast ever. So first of all, Eric, how do people find you on socials?
Oh, that's not even question 1. You lied to me.
He's like, I wasn't prepared for
You pulled the rogue immediately. I bet I'm going to get an invoice in the post as well.
$5.25.
But so at Eric Anthony Nolan for my, I guess, audible work and TV and film work and normal human life. And then at the Devil of Dublin for other stuff.
Perfect. We love this for you.
Thanks. I'm going to keep it cryptic because I feel like question 1 is, what is that?
Who knows? At this point, maybe
It's the
enough.
listen, I have a really bad reputation for not preparing for anything. This is the first time I've prepared for something, and I'm
Mhm.
panicking.
Oh, I'm
Already.
so, but I'm proud. We're very proud.
Oh, I mean, prepared, I mean, I looked at it like 10 minutes ago and, you know,
Fair.
but that's
Fair.
more
At
than
least one of
any
us did.
author gets of me. No.
All right, so we're gonna start it out just because you're wearing the shirt right now. So, what is Devil of Dublin?
Well, I mean, that's two different questions. What is Devil of Dublin? That's the first
And how
ever
did you get a part of
audiobook.
it? Like, what is it?
So the Devil of Dublin would be an
Hmm.
internet persona of mine for the app Quinn. I'll go into that in a second. And Devil of Dublin is the first audiobook that I ever did. So that's why they're connected, I guess. It was just because I had to think of a name, like when we were like joining the Quinn app, myself and BB Easton. You have to have a name, and we're like, will I just use my normal name? You know, like, do I come up with a cool thing? I'm not cool. I don't have cool names rattling off. So I thought the best way to do it would be to be called the Devil of Dublin. So when people start Googling it, they find BB's books. And then
Yeah.
if they go dig deeper, they might be able to find me because when I first joined the app, I was anonymous. It was a paper thin veil. If you just type in like Devil of Dublin voice actor, it was me. But then, it took people a while. But it is a book series, hopefully a TV show very soon, and a thing, a name, a persona, a pseudonym. But I think I am just it now, if that
You're
makes
just
sense.
it.
I'm just
That's
it
just who
now.
you are.
Yeah. For the Quinn app, which is an audio erotica app application
I,
for your phone
I
and
think I've heard of this app a couple times.
yeah, it's
Seems
pretty
very popular
popular.
account.
There's all those guys like me, Andrew Scott, all the Irish boys.
Hmm.
There's literally like 75 creators. I could list them all off if you want. But
that's
yeah, so it's
impressive.
I guess the best way to explain what the Quinn app is to people if they don't know, first of all, I'll just be hammer it down your throats at Shadows and Seductions with like QR codes and headphones.
Perfect.
Um, but imagine a dark romance book, and your favorite bit is the spicy bit. Well, Quinn, basically, the creators, we will write and create scenarios that are based on tropes and kinks and all that sort of stuff. So let's say, for example, like I voiced the Kane brothers for Bryn Weaver. There's a bonus chapter um, about pegging. There's also pegging audios, so you don't have to listen to the whole, 38 chapter book. If that's something that you're into, if you want to listen to that at your desk at work, uh,
At the gym,
hey, I've had
sweat
people
on.
text me going, I just hit a PB while listening to this audio because they're so focused. The blood is rushed to their legs. Um, but yeah, so the app itself has like all different kind of like boyfriend style audios or strangers to lovers, enemies to lovers, like, and because it's such a like wide kind of uh amount of creators on it from England, Ireland, America, New Zealand, all different backgrounds and so on. You can find exactly what you want. So if you're really into the uh, toucher and die vibe, dominant man, you can get it. It's like Spotify for small, basically.
I wonder if they do like a Quinn Wrapped. Like
They
they
do.
tell you
It's
they
coming out
do.
on
That's
the 18th
awesome.
of December. Yeah, I think last
That's
year was my
awesome.
first year being a part of the app, and I think it was like I don't want to quote myself because it's probably wrong, but it was like people have listened to 36 million minutes or something like that. I don't know what it
Wild.
was.
Wow.
It might be the most inflated number in the world. It might be 20 minutes.
It's like 36 minutes.
Yeah. They just like TikTok shorts or whatever, just like.
Yeah.
Um, so
Do you have like a number one? Like, what's the most popular one? Or do you know?
Yeah, so my debut audio, and also just in terms of the Quinn app, like I am the voice actor, and then BB Easton is the writer, so we collaborate together. We've collaborated. It's actually our 2-year Quinn anniversary next month. So we've been,
Oh,
yeah, super cute.
That's
So our debut audio came out January 19th, 2024, and it's called Irish Hospitality. And it's basically the quick, what's it, TLDR. You play the listener. So the way that the audios work is like only I'm speaking. So like you don't have any speaking lines. You're just interpreting. I'm interpreting what your responses would be. So it's like, hey, oh, that's nice. Where did you get? So it's like, I think it's called second person, like
oh,
conversation. So that you play a tourist who's just arrived in Ireland and it's during a storm. I'm the Airbnb host. And then your room, you stay over there. My room's over there. There's a leak in your room. So I offer my bed. I stay on the
bet there
couch,
is.
but you're afraid of thunder and lightning. So then the old one bed trope. And then, you know, stuff, stuff
stuff.
happens. I don't
Stuff
want to give away the
happens.
spoilers. But so like, it happens over about 25 minutes. But yeah, so she has a very like when I first started doing it, I knew nothing about it. And over time now, I'm 2 years in, I feel like I'm a bird and I can fly the nest and I've created my own stories. I've written my own stuff and produced them and all that sort of stuff. And it's been, I guess, heavily praised in my community. Um,
Oh, that's
but at the
awesome.
start, I was like, what's this mean? Like all the tropes, all the kinks, all the codes. I was like, what's that? Oh,
Oh no, I was right there
oh,
with you. I had to ask Jen a
oh.
thousand times, like, what is a trope? Like, and she was
Hmm.
like, Jesus Christ, Red. Like, but now I'm good. 3 years in, like, I
Yeah.
understand what certain
Now
things
I'm
are. But
completely desensitized to voice acting any sort of erotica. Like doing like Leather and Lark and Scythe and Sparrow, the sound engineer, his name's Keith at Noise Minor Studios. He's just an Irish family man. He doesn't know that dark romance exists, you know? And then we're blending teeth up and shoving it down a guy's throat, and he's like, and then all of a sudden there's sex toys involved, and he's like, and what's that? And I'm like, oh, poor Keith. And
You're
then
like,
for
oh yeah,
Sight and
yeah.
Sparrow, he was just ready. He was just like, yeah, let's do this. Um, so I had to sit him down and explain what pegging was. I had to sit him down and
Oh my
explain.
god.
But like when I was performing, so myself and Samantha Brentmore did Leather and Lark and Sight and Sparrow live recorded the whole book
oh,
in 4 days and then 5 days for Sight and Sparrow. And like the because I work on Quinn, doing the erotica part is so easy because that's my job. It's doing the
mm-hmm.
reading bit that's
Yeah.
hard, you know. And like working with Samantha
Like,
Bremore, she's so good it makes me sick because it's like you
yeah.
do one chapter and then I do one chapter. So she does a chapter in like 11 minutes flat, and then I'm there reading like I'm in Billy Madison. And I'm just like the man, luckily I've got a nice Irish accent. And
They're
then
like speeding it up.
as soon as it gets to the small, I'm like, boom, there I am. I'm in. This is my game now. Chapter 3, done. Um, but yeah, so it's like over time I learned a lot about the community, and I think it's opened my mind to many different things. And I think as well, the app, it's really good for people who maybe haven't found the right way to sexually express themselves.
Yeah.
And like there's audios that like your first time. So we will reenact a new first time for you, like me or a different creator, how you kind of want to have it. Or most recently, which now, because we're in the future, I just finished like a Beauty and the Beast inspired audio.
Ooh.
Um, so that was more kind of like a comforting audio, even though I'm a big giant fucking 8 foot Krampus monster. So whatever you have, there's like we have over 50 hours of erotica on our platform now, like on the Devil of Dublin's profile. So you'll find something. And then
There's something
there's
there for
yeah,
everyone.
for literally everyone. And if it's not there yet, it'll be there next Friday or the Friday after that. Um, so we've consistently dropped an audio every Friday since January 19th, and we've never missed a day of work. And I don't think, other than like the original creators who started it, it's very rare to do that. So like I quit my job and I just went full steam ahead. I
Well, that's
guess,
awesome.
yeah, now we're here. Now I get to, you know, be interviewed by you guys and
Use, guys.
use wise guys. Please don't hire me for American accents, you know.
You said,
Oh,
hey, you guys. So, how did you actually get into voice acting?
So, I mean, you guys remember when we were all in lockdown across the whole world? Um,
Hmm.
yes.
I don't know if that
Vaguely.
will flag anything to your content. You're not allowed to say
No.
those words. Okay, cool. Um, so you ever see those things where it's like, here's how you make $10,000 a month?
Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
Quick. Yeah.
so I used to be a tour guide for
I
Game of
love
Thrones, the
that.
TV show. So I was a tour guide, and as soon as the lockdowns happened, tourism just stopped in Ireland. So I'm at home, I'm flicking through Instagram. It's like, hey, do you want to make $1,000 in a day? Yes, I'm unemployed. Yes, I do. Well, why don't you try ACX? So, which is a platform, it's like an Amazon platform for voice actors and authors to interact to kind of start audiobook recording. So I signed up for it. I found like this Irish poem to just read. I added some rain sounds. I got really cinematic with it and put that on the internet. And then because I was like, oh, you can click like so how audiobook narrators are paid is per finished hour. So
Mhm.
I could spend, and it's really bad for me because I'm a terrible reader. I can spend 9 hours in front of this microphone and give them 1 hour of content, and I'll get paid for 1 hour of
Oh
content.
wow.
So when like the professional ones, they do it in a day. I'm like, oh well, that's a viable, actual job you can pay bills with. When I first did Devil of Dublin with BB Easton, it took me 7 days to record it and 7 days to edit it, and I'm talking like 7 to 7. It was my first go. I didn't know what to do. I was because I came from like an acting background. I was doing like 5 different takes of like, get away from her. Like I was and then when I went to edit it, I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? I now got to edit this 5 times over. So I put it on ACX and nobody, since to this day, I still have an account. No one's booked me an audiobook through this audiobook booking platform. Um, so I sing, I record like covers and songs, stuff like that. So I had a microphone at home. I have recorded covers. They've been on YouTube, and I now have stuff on a Patreon. And I just tried it, and then I was just making stuff for myself. And then BB Easton texted me on Instagram and said, "Hey, I have an Irish character. I'd love you to play him, Kellen." And I'm like, "Okay, it's my first day." But obviously, I was like, "Yeah, no problem. I do all these books. I'm just up and coming in the industry. Don't worry about how long it'll take."
You're like, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, that's you.
Oh yeah, I'm so good. I'm so good. Um, so that was how I got into like doing an audiobook. And obviously once I did Devil of Dublin and BB loved it and everyone else loved it, which is amazing. She was like, "Oh, I can put you in touch with other production companies." And then that started the kind of snowball. And when I think I was like 2 or 3 audiobooks in, my friend was like, "Oh, you should check out this app, Quinn." She had listed off a load of these kind of erotica platforms or like Calm. I was like, "Oh, I'd love to work for Calm, just read people to sleep." So, or bore them to sleep, whatever you want to, me and Matthew McConaughey there, boring you to death. So I reached out to Quinn about an audition, and then because they were like, "Oh, you have to write your own stuff, you produce your own stuff," I was like, "Oh, BB, can you help me? You know about women. Me, never heard of them." So we got together and we became the Devil of Dublin on Quinn. And then between doing Quinn and doing like an audiobook every 3 or 4 or 5 months. Like I know a couple of audiobook narrators that they're coming up on like 100 a year, and I've done like 11 since 2022. I'm a slow
Nailed
reader,
So
right?
good. So, I mean,
Um,
you talk about being on Quinn, obviously being, a erotica platform. So, do you only record those, genres and content, or is there other things that you do as well?
no, I mean, it is a weekly job. Like it's not a weekly job for everyone. myself and BB, we've just made it a weekly job. So right now she's writing a story. Tomorrow I'm recording one, and the Smut Factory just churns, all the content out. I do TV and film work. So right now, in this time, whatever date this is,
In the
you know,
future.
in the future, a TV show that I've worked on last year should be coming out. So, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, the new Game of Thrones
Oh,
spinoff.
shut up.
So,
Shut up. I'm a
oh,
diehard Game of Thrones fan, just so you know. Diehard. So,
if you ever come
yes.
to Ireland, I don't live there anymore, but I can give you a Game of Thrones tour. It used to be my old job. So, um,
You said put me on your iPad and we'll walk
Yeah.
around.
that was my job. Before moaning into a microphone, it was walking around with pictures of myself in a forest. What a man, just completely consumed by self-centerism. You're gonna have to get
Yep.
extra double doors to let my ego in New Orleans.
For now, like we're just gonna
Um,
have to leave the doors up during the event because
exactly.
it's gonna be too
But
much.
so like I do TV and film work.
Mhm.
I've done the new Supergirl movie. I worked on
Oh,
that.
yeah. I just saw the preview
Um,
for it on TikTok the other day.
and just other TV and film bits, but I also do video games. Well, I don't do them regularly, but I have done one called Gloomy Eyes, which is like a kind of it looks like an undead Funko Pop kind of adventure game, super cute. I actually went to Paris to the premiere of the game,
Uh-huh.
and
That's so
everyone
cool.
in the room spoke French. Obviously, it's France, and nobody knew who I was, and nobody knew that it was my voice at the event just playing
And you
over.
can't tell anyone.
Yeah, because I'm not a fucking
You
hun.
don't speak French.
Don't you know who this is?
You're like, that's
Um,
me.
but I met one of the game creators, and he was like, "Oh my God, you're here!" Blah 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 blah. And he's like, "Everyone, this is the guy." And then it was like, you ever see that scene in Inception where they tell Cillian Murphy's character that he's
Yeah.
in a dream, and everyone's like, and then I just had to have broken French conversations for 2 hours, and then they asked me to do like a promotion for the game at the end of the night, and I just threatened them all. I was like, if you don't buy this game, I'm the biggest guy in here. All right, I'll be at the door checking you out, making sure that you've all pre-ordered this game. They all bought it. Um,
Like not
so
one person
it's
didn't. I think it's
voice
that.
acting, intimidating. What more do you want for your game?
Love
But I've done
this.
some games. I've done just little kind of bits of freelance stuff. But I think Quinn and then audiobook and TV. But I like for obviously doing TV and film work, I was working on The Witcher and we had to do some stunt training.
I didn't
And
know this.
well, great researcher you have at your
Good on
your
everything.
building.
Well, first
Um,
of all, I stopped at Game of Thrones, okay? Because Game of Thrones is my favorite.
okay, all right.
Oh,
I was also in that too.
I
Um,
know. Ugh.
so when I was doing kind of stunt training or whatever, I was learning how to fall, and when it started to snow, I was walking to the gym, and as I was walking in the snow, I did the thing. I scorpioned, but because I'd done training, I landed perfectly fine. But the old lady in front of me thought I just did some sort of weird front flip, so because I literally went like a cat and just landed perfectly on the ground.
Lands like
So
Spider-Man.
yeah,
So, do you have a favorite project that you've ever worked on?
um, I can do a couple of answers because why not? I might stretch this out to the longest episode for no reason. In
Like
terms
eight
of
hours
TV and
long.
film, um, Game of Thrones, like it was the best job I ever had. Makes me cry. Even now, if I watch an episode, I'll just cry. And when I was doing tour guiding, it was during the time, like I was tour guide for the locations while we were filming the final season. So I had filmed something super emotional the night before, then took a 2 hour bus home at like 1 in the morning, got up at 6 in the morning, and then got on the bus and like talking about Game of Thrones. And I'm like, like
You're like,
10 minutes into your tour, the tour guide's just crying, and I don't tell them
like, are you
what my
okay?
job is. Like I didn't tell them I was in the show till about maybe 2 or 3 hours into the tour, because then they just become so distracted and they start asking questions, and you kind of like
Yeah.
lose the run of the actual tour. And then I'm like, oh, that's why I'm crying because remember you saw that guy die? I saw that like 2.5 years ago. So please give me a moment. So Game of Thrones for forever. It'll never be beat.
It's
Working
amazing.
on The Witcher was pretty cool because I had like a little higher level, like people drove me to work, sort of level,
Oh.
you know. Yes. Oh,
Oh.
All right, you won't get
my
that at
call time
Shadows.
is 8
Sorry.
a.m. Ooh,
Jen's like, you get a Jen's like, you want a cab? Go hail it yourself.
yeah. I don't even expect to, have anything waiting for me at the airport for
I'm not gonna
Shadows.
get you a swag bag. I'm not
Yeah.
nothing.
But yeah, so in terms of TV, Game of Thrones, and movies and stuff like I worked on I worked with Jason Momoa on the new Supergirl movie, and it
Mhm.
was a different role completely. Like I was his stand-in, so anytime he does a scene, 2 or 3 hours before that, I was doing it all. So I have like cool little clips of like that I can side by side when the movie comes out. And that was just a completely different perspective to see how that part of the movies are made. So I had like an earpiece and all this sort of, man, I was so nervous. And listen to me, like I speak for a living and I do voice acting for a living. When I tell you I'm really shy, people don't believe me. But I had a radio to be like, oh, Eric, can you come in? Instead of going, yeah, no problem, because I didn't want the whole production to hear me talk, I would just sprint into the set and I'd just be there. I'd be there by the time he's finished the sentence because I'd be like, yeah, hello, just super nervous. Anyway, um, but doing Game of Thrones is pretty good. I got to do Ant-Man on my birthday, so I worked with
Shut
Paul Rudd,
up. That is
um,
so cool.
which is pretty cool. And you have to understand why I'm like this to be like not tell Paul Rudd it's my birthday. Like he was gonna go, Eric, of course, man, of course. I just sat there like, holding it in. And then in terms of like video game stuff, I did a game called The Last Faith. And I play like 6 or 7 different characters. I think it's on PlayStation, and Steam and stuff like that. But I got to play like the big bad boss. So I have this modulated voice and it's all deep and scary. And then when you kill the boss, I morph into this giant fucking bat demon.
A
And then
bat?
a big bat demon. It looks like this. Shout out Albania. Um, so they then let me be this giant monster, which I mean I got to scream and go mental, for money, which is pretty good. Um, and I also did a music job where I got to voice a virtual instrument. And I don't think I've ever told this on a podcast or an interview. It's called the Berserker. It's from not Native Instruments. Oh, that's the guys. What's it called? Oh, Keep Forest. So it's called Keep Forest's Berserker. And if you download it, there's a voice pack that when you press a piano key, it's me being like, oh, yeah, I know. And like breathing, and you can like, so if let's say Christopher Nolan is making this big epic or Hans Zimmer is making this big epic like Viking thing, all of the breath, if you hear like, it's just me doing it. So I was in my friend's house in Cork, which is in the middle of nowhere, and I was just in the bedroom screaming. Do you ever see the video of Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine? And he's like
Yeah.
he's doing the ADR for it. That was a pretty good. I'm like red in the face. I was drinking Gollum juice, the thing Andy Serkis was drinking for Lord of the Rings. It's like ginger and honey and hot water, this like sludge to keep my voice
Oh,
together. And then
coat.
audiobooks. I really loved. I worked on a thing called If Not for My Baby, by Kate Golden, and I play Tom Halloran, who's basically a Hosier inspired Irish singer. I think it's the closest to me, if that makes sense. So it wasn't,
Uh-huh.
it was like oh man, if I became a singer, maybe this is my life. And a nice little behind the scenes of the ruinous love trilogy, for all the people out there when we did Leather and Lark and I played Lachlan kind of main through the whole book. I just put on that extra Batman-y style voice, and because that's what it said. And then I got to use my actual speaking voice in Scythe and Sparrow. So
Oh,
that was,
that's cool.
but this was like, you know, peel away the curtain. I said it to Samantha Brentmore, like, we're coming back for the third book, and I'm just doing my normal voice because I'm fucking dying over
Like, I'm
here,
not Batman.
Like, I
So
can't do it.
my voice broke. It re-broke. So my voice broke at like whatever 17 or 18 or whatever, and then it broke again after working with Bryn. So like I have a different register
Oh,
because
wow.
playing Lachlan for 4 days, and before every take, Samantha and Keith would just hear me go like, like I would just have to keep doing that and then you just hear the bass go through everything. I'm like, okay, I can talk. Like I'd just be, yeah. So fuck me up, Bryn.
Oh, that's
You're like, scarred me for life.
Yeah, put me in the movie. Kill me off in the movie.
Right.
But
Listen, I already told her. I was like, just make me a tree. I'll be in the background. You don't have to make me
Jen's just
anything.
standing there like, woo.
you should get them to be like passing by sinners, like the
Right?
event,
I'm
you
like,
know,
just drive by.
just
Just
drive by.
drive by.
I'd love to just get like a fucking hatchet to the head, just like a nice
Oh
little
my
cameo. I
God.
don't mean in real life, Please don't
Well,
come and get me.
Obviously,
He's got a trick
whatever.
right knee.
surprise, I'm the stalker. I'm like booked.
But yeah, no. So doing that Kate Golden book, obviously, then you know, emotionally attached is Devil of Dublin by BB Easton, and like, I don't want to cry on another podcast talking about BB Easton, but I fucking will if I have to.
I want you to
Um,
cry on this podcast.
yeah, you just keep fluffing up them questions, and I'll cry because I'm staying up past my bedtime.
Oh my
Um,
God.
but yeah, no, she completely, and like it's super. But I think at Shadows, people will get a nice little thing for their swag bag, and it will be the first DM she ever sent me. And on the back of it, it's a link to Quinn and all the stuff we've ever worked together. There's a couple of things where people offer me an audiobook, and I don't do them all. Because I choose things that I want to do, or scheduling wise, there was a couple of like a sequel to a book I just couldn't do, and I felt so bad, and I just like text the author like, I am so sorry because like I can't do it, but I can't just be like, hey, hold off on your book. Give me 3 months to shoot this movie.
A little bit
Um,
longer.
but like with her, if she says jump, I'll say how high, off a cliff, whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
You'll see it. You'll see it at the event. I'm like a little puppy, just
Well,
following
no,
her
I
around.
mean, I saw it at Sinners. Like, it was adorable. It was the first time I had ever met either of you, and I honestly had no clue you guys were coming. And so it's just funny because she's so little next to you that it's just like, but you see stars in your eyes, and it's so sweet. And it's just your guys's dynamic is something to look at for sure. It was
Yeah,
really cute. I liked it. It was really sweet.
it is cute. It is cute.
Yeah.
But and like obviously going to the thing in Boston, like I had no idea. I was like, I better not tell people because then what if people don't give a fuck? You know,
So
I'm glad you
embarrassing.
let me in, Jen. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You gave
You're
me an
welcome.
assistant who was useless only because I didn't need one. Not that she was useless. Um,
Wow.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Um,
Wow.
I just meant like, hey, don't worry, I won't treat you like the rest of them. You want to get a beer?
Here's my
I
swag bag.
Yeah, here's
Take
my
it.
swag bag. Here's $100. I don't even know what this is in euros. But yeah, it's really cool, and I think obviously, for this year, I'm excited to actually be at it instead of just pass through it. I mean, the not having responsibilities of going, hey, do you want to get out of here was also great. And like I didn't
I'm over it.
know the level, and it's obviously the commend like how amazing your event is to just a random man walking about. Um, I went to go and meet because I think Hawk has made a video with my voice in it, and I was like, oh, she made a video with like some what was it like? Do you mind if I put on some white noise before I go to bed? And it's a clip of my voice. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go meet Hawk. She's right there. There's like 3 people in the queue, and I get to walk up to the line, and the girl's like, yeah, do you have your inline app? And I'm like, no. I've just walked
I
in
don't.
here. I just had beer given to me. I'm like, can I not just do what I want here? That was
Like,
the
I'm
energy.
Eric Nolan.
Yeah. I was one step away from, don't you know who I am? And then to go, no, and then like rush and grab Bryn and be like, I'm hurt, mate, sort of. But it was just so funny because even at Sinners, like me and BB skipped the queue to meet Bryn, and people were gonna rip me to shreds, which is understandable. And then once one person passed down the line
He was
who I
no joke,
was, they were
Oh
fine.
yeah. So then everyone was like, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my
Yeah,
God."
it's like
Yeah.
that's fine. He's not just some guy skipping the queue. Um, but yeah, very, very. I can't wait. I can't wait.
No, it was really funny to watch because Jen and me we were just running around obviously, and like at one point like I saw you walk in, said hi, whatever, and then all of a sudden I just see people following you everywhere around, and I was just like, he's good, he's fine,
I ran
everything's
away from
fine.
someone as a joke. Like just
He's just sitting
I
from
could
back.
feel out of my peripheral that like those two people followed me, and I just went, "BB, I'll be back in a second." I just ran around the corner and then just came back like I was just messing with people, like I'm being swarmed. Um,
I love this.
but it was
I
super
love this
cool.
for you. That's awesome. So, you talked about a lot of the acting stuff that you've done. Was it hard, or were you able to bring different types of skills from being an actor into being a voice actor? Like, was that like an easy transition for you, or was it difficult?
Honestly, it might just be me. I'm probably a better voice actor than on-screen actor. So even now, like when I was joking about like oh before I did Lachlan, I had to kind of make this noise. Trying to make that noise, knowing that people are possibly watching this, I was like, I don't even know if the noise is going to come out, you know. But if I do this,
Yeah.
not a problem. You know what I mean? It's like as soon as I'm hidden away. So like I said at the start, whatever. I sing covers. I record songs. I've recorded something recently here. I would never sing in public. I think I've sang in public like 6 times, 3 or 4 times karaoke. One time where it was like me and my friend setting up for this event that he was doing, and I was just singing in the hall, and he didn't care. And I'm like, that's cool, you know, just to my friend. But
Right.
um, doing a voice acting stuff, I think it works two ways with voice acting. It's me alone in this room, so there's no one judging or rushing. And then doing audiobooks. So if not for my baby, was live directed, so there was someone in my ear. So constantly for Sight and Sparrow, Leather and Lark, there's someone waiting for you to finish your job. So that pressure is like makes you better. And when I did The
Hmm.
Witcher, I've never been to an acting class in my life. I just grew a beard, just been getting away with it ever since. And
Weird.
I'm with a couple of actors, and I'm working with obviously Henry Cavill and Anya Chalotra. And I'm like, just because they're there, I'm a better actor. Because the pure pressure of being in a conversation with like Henry fucking Cavill, and then me going, "Flip, flip," and them having to restart the thing where he's spoken for 12 minutes straight, and I've gone 11. Oh, that's sorry about that. They have to restart everything because of me.
The line was
I am
12.
I am Daniel Day-Lewis when there's actual actors in that room because I'm so afraid. Um, but yeah, no. So I think it's the transition. I think I don't want to say it, but I think I am a better voice actor than on-screen actor, and I've done like a lot of self-tapes. I actually auditioned for the lead role in the new Game of Thrones spin-off.
Oh,
I
wow.
I didn't get it, um, but
But it's so awesome that you auditioned for it.
I know,
yeah, it
that's
was.
really cool.
I'd gone to Scotland for Halloween, and as I got off the plane and I landed in like Edinburgh, and we got into Edinburgh city centre, I got a message from my agent going, "Hey, you need to audition for this." So I spent 2 or 3 days in the apartment just doing the audition and not celebrating New Year's or whatever or Halloween, whatever it was, and didn't get it. But I do so many acting auditions that just end up being nothing. And then you watch it like
Hmm.
2 years later, like I think the new Spartacus House of Usher or House of Asher, I think, has
Hmm.
just come out. And I think I auditioned for like three different guys in that. And I'm like, it's because I'm not
Really?
jacked.
No.
I'll be jacked. I promise. All right. I promise. I'm going to get so jacked for March that I'm not even going to wear a shirt. They're going to have to just
I'm
paint
gonna be like, who
shadows and
is that? Is that
seduction.
one of
That
our
topless
cover
guy.
models?
Yeah. Um,
Which cover of
Let him
book
in
is he
here.
on?
I have said that to the listeners that I have is I would love to be because I don't think it happened that maybe you guys can actually tell me first the first part of this when I went to the book Boyfriend Bash in Texas recently myself the narrator the cover model Jared and the author BB were all at the same table and I don't know if that's ever happened where all three
Oh, wow.
um, work together. But I would love to also, you have to, you for anyone in the community in the comment section below, has anyone ever narrated and been the cover model on a book?
Mm.
Because
I
that's
wouldn't know that at
probably the
all.
goal.
No. I'm
Drop
like
your
trying to like
comments down
think
below.
through.
Um, you know, because I'd love to be the guy on the book and then be the voice in the book as well. Do you know what I
Hmm.
mean?
And then you
Instead,
should also like write a passage in the book, just so you're like,
yeah,
I
Yeah.
also
I'll be like,
helped
give
write
me an
this.
epilogue. What's happening in this? You know. Um, All
Author
right.
credit.
Yeah. So I'll write my own book. I'll be in it. Self-published, self-covered,
Be a little
self-audiobook.
novella,
Yeah.
just a little quick.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Um,
amazing.
but yeah, no,
So, are you
that's
working on anything new right now? Yeah, you said Beauty and the Beast
yeah, but that's already
earlier.
out now. It's been out
I'm
two
like, are we
months. It's
allowed to
already
talk about
old.
it?
It's
Oh,
already
yeah, that's
old.
true.
Um, but
Old
yeah.
news.
So right now, no. And take a drink every time I mention I've had knee surgery. But I've had knee surgery recently. So by this point, by the time you're listening to this, I'll be on two legs walking around. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah. You'll
Hopefully.
be
I
mobile.
and this is the funny thing because we like at the event in Texas, there's a video because I saw that thing of you play that Katy Perry song and the guy picks the girl up with one arm. So I
Oh yeah,
did
I
that.
saw that video
I
you
did,
guys did. It was adorable.
I did that with a piece of my femur just broken inside of my knee. And if you really
Oh,
slow it down, you can see my leg just go like,
it's
for anybody
freaking.
who's a fan of like jackass or ridiculousness, and just like, and that's the point that his leg falls off. But I was picking up like anybody who was asking, because as soon as, like anything, as soon as it's action,
Mm-hmm.
I'm on. And as soon as it's cut,
Wow.
I'm then a little shy boy who doesn't talk to anybody. Am I working on anything? Quinn, every week, every Friday. TV shows and films that I've been in have come out now, I think, or are coming out. But because of my injury, I can't take acting work. I'm going to try and get some stuff here in Malta. Like this is where they filmed Gladiator, and this is where they filmed
Oh.
Gladiator 2. The pub that Oliver Reed drank himself to death in is there if you want to come and visit tour guiding. It's also where Khal
Oh,
Drogo and
that's
Daenerys got
fun.
married.
Oh,
It's first season
cool.
of Game of Thrones. I might start my own tour company here. Just do that around the island so I can do it in shorts for the first time ever. Um, but in terms of other nothing, I think I'm doing a lot of travel in 2026. So like January now, I'll have already been back in Ireland and back to Malta, and then March is with you guys, and then April is Canada, and then June there's something happening, then August there's something happening, then September there's something happening, and then October there's
Jesus.
something happening. And this is all America, like North America, America, Canada stuff. And then
Wow.
maybe, if I just publicly ask you live on television now, can I also come to Boston and for sinners? No, no,
Oh my
okay,
God,
fine.
see if we have any spots available.
Just, just put that like broadcast, like technical difficulties. But yeah, so I
I
think
wish I was like that cool at editing. I don't know if I'm that cool.
just
I
you
just
look.
want Red to like every time Eric's like, put it here, it's like something completely wrong and not what like the bat demon. It's like Jigglypuff from like Pokemon.
I mean, what you could do is just get something that says, "We did not do this." Like,
Yeah.
and
Oh, that's
it's
even
everything.
better. We did not do this. That's great.
But yeah, no, like I think it's a lot of events, and like I don't think I'll be able to work at the capacity that I can for about another 3 months. So like I'm just able to now stand on 2 feet
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
partially. So I can't be running through because I know there's House of the Dragons new season is being filmed. The new Harry Potter is being filmed in London. The new How to Train Your Dragon is being filmed in London as well. So all these things that I would just actively sit in and be in, I can't text my agency like I'm back, and then they go, okay, run over this field, jump over this, slide over there, and I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, where do I put my crutches?
You're like
So
hip running,
yeah, I'm
It's
walking
like
around
give
like
run.
house. Um,
just like dragging your back leg.
yeah, so just smutty voice acting. I think I might be recording an audiobook at this time, but I don't think I can tell you. Not this time. I mean the fake time.
The fake time.
It's messing
What
you
we
up. I
really
told you that when this is airing, you're just like, damn it, it's in the future.
Um, but yeah, we'll see. I honestly, the way things have worked in the last 2 years, everything has changed. So if I
Mhm.
say, like, even between now, the real date, and the time this comes out, 50 different things would have happened. So
Mhm.
I'm in
You're
some
like
sort of
everything I
movie.
said was a lie.
Yeah,
None of it happened.
that's nothing's changed. But yeah, something cool. I'll be doing something cool. If not, I'll be making filthy Irish porn for you all.
What
We
we
love
love
this.
from
We
you,
love
okay?
this for you. We love this for you. So the next question, you kind of already answered it, but I want to add to it a little bit
Yeah.
because you had said like, how you met BB and all that kind of stuff. Did you do research on her after she messaged you? Like, you're like, is this girl for real? Like, that's kind of what I want to know, or no?
No, I don't even.
You didn't stalk her?
You didn't
Rude.
stalk her? Weird.
No. I had a panic attack, and I was like, how do I read? You know. And like I will only make this joke with BB as well because like like the way I was making fun of your event, I'm happy to make fun of it to your face.
Yes.
But like when I was telling her how I prepared for the second book, so we kind of produced The Devil Himself, which is part two of Devil at Dublin. I still didn't prepare, or even though she would like voice note me, like, here's what chapter 2 and 3 or whatever is happening. Um, I was like, hey, remember that thing where that really important thing happens? Guess when I found out? When I live recorded it. So I don't do any research. I do everything in the moment because you get the first and genuine reaction from it. And like even doing there's a scene in Leather and Lark where like someone's about to die. And I was crying and like really about to, you know, and then the director's like, "Hey, can you do that again? You fluffed up one of those lines." And I'm like, "Yep." And then I was just completely normal, like, "Well, that's fucked me off now." So that's what they get for, doing it 2 or 3 times. But I know I hadn't researched her. I mean, I knew the book we did, and we met in Dublin uh, about 6 or 7 months after the book had come out and we just instantly clicked like personality wise, and I was like, we're perfect. We are perfect,
We are tea.
and I think we're going to do something cute in the next month or so. I think we've already done it, so like we're going to go meet in Ireland, and I'm going to take her through the Game of Thrones places that I've been to because I haven't been there in a very long time. But we're also going to go to where her book takes place as well. Just cute little photos, but I'm also going to pack the same clothes that I had in the first photo we took because I'm cute like that.
Oh,
So I can just
that's
look, I can
adorable.
look balder and fatter and like, whoa, that guy's really let himself go ever since he met this woman. Um,
Oh my God.
but yeah, um, no research. I still haven't researched her. I know she has a show on Netflix. Haven't watched it. Um,
You haven't watched it?
it's not for me.
You need to watch it. Please, for the love of God.
I remember seeing an article that says like most graphic scene on Netflix ever, and I think I'd watched it before I'd ever worked with BB
Oh,
because,
wow.
boys like, what? They're showing giant penises. How giant? You know?
Yes.
Yes, that's exactly what mine looks like. Uh, First question I asked her, hey, was that guy wearing a prosthetic or should I be worried? I
Like,
know.
please
Look,
tell me.
we have many years to research each other. I'd hope in our business adventures, like we are going to like 5 different events next year.
That's amazing.
6 if Jen's all right with it.
Listen, did you sign up, Eric?
No,
No.
why would I sign up? You want me to be there, you know?
We've
Why?
been through this. We've been through this.
Yeah, and I think your system is flawed. Keep this in, right?
Listen,
The system
I
is
will.
flawed, all right?
Oh my God, I can't with you too.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
I love BB Easton. I think that was the question. Well,
He's
maybe
the
maybe if I
best.
researched her, I wouldn't. No, but yeah,
So, do you have a favorite character that you have voiced over the years? Like one that stands out that you either resonate more with or you just had fun doing?
it's all been fun.
All the time.
Well, for
Oh,
me, I love that you referenced him as Batman. So
you're all equally great.
I love everyone.
I love
I love
everyone.
everyone equally. I mean, I just mean the actual production of Bryn's books, like Leather and Larkaside Sparrow. It is live. Samantha Brentmore's insane at her job. She's probably just won another award. She never leaves the room. I don't know if she's going to be at any of your events because she's not allowed to leave. I think Amazon has her, at gunpoint to just keep recording audiobooks. But
Don't go anywhere.
that was an experience that kind of made me really attached to Lachlan And it's super weird because like I forget that I do these things and then I'm scrolling through TikTok and I don't follow people. I follow me, Quinn, BB, and that's it. So like whatever comes up is like whatever my algorithm wants, and it's like, dark romance stuff or whatever. And it's just my voice and it's someone in like voice acting it from Canada or the Philippines. And I'm like, no way. Like I went on to I just joined Twitch to do like video
Oh
game
yeah.
streaming.
Mhm.
And I didn't know you could go like you could search the game, so I searched one of the games that I worked on, and I was like, "Hey, I'm the voice actor in this game. Is it good? Like, how are you finding it?" It got banned from the chat because it just looks fake. Do you know what I mean? It just
Oh
looks,
yeah.
and like I use the Devil of Dublin's TikTok. I don't use my Eric Nolan TikTok. I just made it so I have it. Shout out
Mhm.
Eric Nolan, the UFC fighter. He's much better in the Google searches. So uh, when I see people with like Leather and Lark or Sight and Sparrow or one of these things, and I'm like, oh, I'm really glad you enjoyed the audiobook. And then I go, wait, they don't even know who I am. So then they just see this weird thing. But I think Bryn's books, like obviously BB, like Kellen Donovan, I had to revisit it recently. So Devil of Dublin's now been re-released in duet style.
Oh,
So
cool.
I had to go back into that world and redo a lot of it. Um, and like I said about my voice, I had to take 2 or 3 days off from talking because Kellen was a nice, soft-spoken, contract killer, and Lachlan is this deep, growly, gravelly contract killer. You can see the pattern here. Um, so I had to just not speak and just eat ice cream every day so that I had that soft voice again because it was completely changed in the 2 or 3 years that it's been. So the Kane Bros and Kellen would be the ones that I resonate with.
I think it's funny because now, because I'm a solely audiobook girly. The only time I read is if I'm on vacation. And I remember because I did, but I read Butcher and Blackbird, but I listened to Leather and Larkin, Scythe and Sparrow. And I just now, if I were to go back and reread it, I only am going to see the Lego Batman. Like that's all I'm going to see because you said that, because I think that's hilarious.
Mhm.
But no, it was the more unhinged that I was like, oh, he's unhinged. This is great. But no, I think it's really interesting how, when working with BB, working with Bryn, working with all of these people, I do have a side question, and this may actually replace my next question because I feel like it'd be better. I feel like some of the listeners aren't going to know what you mean by what is live audiobooking. Like when you're talking about they're doing it live versus duetting, stuff like that. Like, what does that mean?
Okay. Yeah, so I can do the whole thing. Uh,
Yeah.
Dual narration. So I guess, I don't know the actual main term of it. Let's say, for example, someone would need, let's say you're an author. Let's say Jen's written a
Hmm.
book, okay? And Jen writes a book about just one guy or about a load of people or whatever her time in
Hmm.
Connecticut working for the WWE or whatever she does over there. Um, so she can, to save money, just pay for one voice actor,
Hmm.
and that one voice actor will just do everything, like audiobook. They'll do the male, the female, all the in-betweens, whatever sort of voices. And then you'll do dual. So, like for example, Devil of Dublin, when it first came out, was dual narration. When it's a Derby chapter, Elizabeth Clett would do that. And if any male characters' voices were in it, she would just do impressions of that. So
Oh.
then when I would do a Kellen chapter in Duel, I would do Kellen's voice and then I would try and attempt to do an American female accent.
Can you
Um,
please do that right
I,
now, please? Please.
Absolutely not. I
just
took I
cover the
took
screen.
inspiration
Just
from
cover
an
the screen.
Just
ex-girlfriend of
cover the
mine.
screen. Please do it.
So I had to do like, first job, oh yeah, you do the female voices as well. And I'm like, what about this Valley girl terrible accent that I've just tried to do? And it stuck. I mean, I don't think it exists anymore because now it's been replaced by the duet version. So dual is like I do the main POV chapters and whoever appears in that, and then the other voice actor does that, and then duet style is every male character is done by me, every female character is done by the female voice actor, and then
Hmm.
there's multicast, which would be so I did one called Sparktopia by J.A. Huss, and I just play a guy called Ties, And then I think Teddy Hamilton is in it, which I didn't know because you don't meet people. It's not like whatever. So I just saw it recently when she was doing a giveaway. I was like, oh, cool, I have worked with Teddy Hamilton. Who knew? You know? Um, so then like let's say Troy Duran will play, John and you'll play Jen and whatever. So and then you've got live recording, which is kind of the rarest one because I think it's the most expensive to produce because it has to
Okay.
be like so Samantha was in New York and I was in Dublin at this like obviously you guys a very big fan of timelines and time zones. We all just go off of Jen's time zone for some reason. Um,
Yeah, why not?
yeah,
It's the best
so
time.
so I had an engineer in Dublin. Samantha was engineering her own thing. We had a director who was in California, and this was all happening. So, like, chapter one, page one, she would start reading, and
Wow.
like hers would be annotated, let's say in yellow for this character and green for this character, and mine would be pink for her. So we'd know when to speak, and it would just be press record, and you just go for it. And
I
thing
have
is,
never heard that. So that's something new that I've never like I again, I'm a
it
big
is the
audiobook
best way.
girly, but that is so cool.
It is the best way, but like
Huh.
I guess the issue behind it is the per finished hour, and like we were doing a like live recording, like studio
Hmm.
hours, so it's very expensive to have all of these things working. Like because
Wow.
the studio in Dublin has to be paid, the studio in America has to be paid, the director has to be paid, the engineers have to be
Yeah,
paid, I have to be paid,
crazy.
Samantha has to be paid. Everyone needs to be paid. So if you're like an indie author and you've got a book that's like based off of like a girl's POV. So when I did If Not For My Baby, or I did a thing called Soul Gazer, the whole thing was pretty much the female character's perspective for 80% of it. And then I would just pop in and say a couple of words. Same with I did Ali Hazelwood's Problematic Summer Romance. I play Connor, and I only play Connor and like an Italian doctor and her brother. And
Oh
that's it. So I did
wow.
Italian, American, Irish, recorded it all in a day in London while I was shooting a movie, and then the girl did the whole other thing. So it's like I prefer that way, and like any kind of productions, I would love multicasts because for me, I'm Irish. I love doing Irish accent, like representing Ireland.
Hmm.
Because I know that before, like previous, let's say a few years ago, it's like, oh, we need an Irish character. We'll just use this North American guy who can try and pretend to sound like what he thinks Irish people sound like. In the same way, like if I'm doing an American accent, so for Leather and Lark, I played Abe, and I was just watching Kenneth. What's that guy's name? Kenneth something, the Mad Pastor. It's a mix of Benoit Blanc from Knives Out and this
Oh.
guy, Kenneth something. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to say Kenneth Copeland. It might be Kenneth Copeland, but this guy was like, I need a private jet because of God. Like he's a lunatic. Um, so that's where the American accent came. And just to show how much research I do, I didn't realize I had to do all the male voices until about 2 days before we started live recording.
Oh
Oh
no.
So
no.
when you hear Leather and Lark, when there's an American character speaking, I just spoke. I just hoped. I just closed my eyes, jump, and the net will present itself. And I just became American for those 2 seconds. And then there's a couple of chapters where the villain Abe it's his POV. So I was doing this kind of southern accent. Let's just do that. And I got trapped in it. Like I couldn't
Oh
get out of
no.
it. So I
Oh
had to take like a
no.
20-minute break to be like,
You're doing like a Southern Irish accent.
I was trying, it was just like, no, I can't. But doing it all live, um, there's a lot more pressure, but I love it. It sounds much better though as well because like the way we're having a conversation now,
Uh-huh.
if you don't have a good editor, it's hey, how are you? I'm good, and you're like,
Oh
so,
yes.
so, so with so when you say you're an audiobook girly, what speed do you listen to your audiobooks at?
1.5.
Why? But why was I there then? What's the point of me
No, but it's
getting
the thing
emotional
is,
and
wait,
crying when you're like, skip this
wait.
bit? Where's
He's
the
like
bit where he gets pegged? Oh, slow
So
that. That's
wait.
0.5. Yeah, we'll put
I
that
hate
on.
this for me. No, because the one thing is certain books, because I've done for my audiobook thing is almost wrapped, but I think I did 160 audiobooks this year. And the one thing
Jesus.
I've learned is some of them I can listen at 1.5, but there's a lot of them I have to slow it down because I don't want it to adjust the audio, like the narrators' voices, because there are actors and actresses that I love you and Samantha Brentmore together. So when I started Scythe and Sparrow, I slowed it down because it was getting too chipmunky.
Hmm.
Eric's like,
Yeah. And like as an Irish person, we just naturally speak a little bit faster.
Hmm.
But I
Yeah.
find that so funny to me where I'm like, why? So I'm like
I
really
met someone
crying.
who listens to it at 2. I'm like, that just sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
So
Like,
how many audiobooks did I listen to that year? Half it. All right.
I know,
That's
right?
they didn't listen to it. Because I mean, look, I'm not an audiobook girly. But I think
could be.
I'm hey, maybe by the time this is out,
Maybe your whole life is gonna change.
that's me.
Eric's like, I'm actually
I'll be in
listening to
llama,
32
full
audiobooks.
llama tracksuits, you know. Um, but yeah, no, it's just so funny to me. Like, why are we even bothering? No, I'm joking. Why even bother?
He's
You
like,
know.
wow, you just ended Eric's career. He's like, I'm
Oh,
changing.
I think I'll do that myself. Thank you very much.
So speaking of, what are you most excited for Shadow?
Oh, whatever we've just definitely not spoken about. Um, honestly, I don't know what to expect. So,
Fair.
like
Well,
when
you
we,
can expect a line around you again, just like when you randomly shut up to sinners and everyone's like, oh, what is he do? What is she doing? Why are they here?
yeah.
Like you should expect that.
Well, don't expect a line because I'm going to be so good with it. I'm not even going to take any breaks. I'm calling out everyone else who's going to be at this event. Take a break. I'm going to be
Eric's actually
shouting
like
at you.
under the table
Boo.
hiding.
Yeah. Um, no, honestly, I've no idea. I mean, New Orleans, St. Patrick's Day. I can't wait to tell people they're not really
Oops.
Irish for 4 days straight. Wait, I've got a prop. I'm going to bring a load of these and be like, all
Ooh.
Oh
right,
my God.
I
lick
have one of
this,
those. I haven't
lick
For
read
those of
those.
you
this.
that are listening and not watching,
Oh,
great job,
sorry.
Nair. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, great job, audiobook narrator. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, it's not my issue. I think you'll find the other thing's called a movie.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So you take
Sorry, it's past
it?
my
You are
bedtime.
coming back? What's
Okay, so
happening?
why don't you say what that's in your hand?
Oh, so right now I have a
The
My
pregnancy test.
Heritage DNA testing kit. All right, it's like the Truman Show. Well, Truman, why don't you try your My Heritage? We are not sponsored by
Sponsored by.
we are not sponsored by My Heritage.
Just kidding.
If you want, you know, NordVPN / the Devil of Dublin. There you go.
But we could be.
No, no, I am sponsored, but this is if you want
You
to listen to
are?
yeah. Because people couldn't watch any of my YouTube content because it's over 18. So people in the UK and parts of Canada and there's age restrictions on stuff. So I thought the
Oh.
best way to get around it, instead of saying sorry, was I just messaged NordVPN and said, "Can I be an ambassador for your product?" And they said yes. So
Oh my
now
God, that's fantastic.
yeah,
Wonderful.
but I do this all the time for things. It's like trying to solve problems for people. Be like, what if I did this? Would this help? Instead of being like, oh well, now I got to upload it to YouTube and Vimeo and Patreon. I'm like, that's 7 different jobs. Here's a VPN for 2 years that you can watch Heated Rivalry, which I think was probably over by now because I know some countries can't watch it. Um, so I'm just helping y'all watch whatever you want. You know what I mean? You can watch Irish content now with your VPNs. This is now a
Uh-huh.
sponsorship. All right. It's gonna but yeah, no, that was a My Heritage DNA kit. I've just tested my DNA because I'm really excited for it to say Irish and English and nothing
What
else.
if it was like you were like 2% Irish and English?
And what
You're like,
what would I be
your
in
whole
98%?
life is gone. I don't know.
That's fine. Well, whatever the thing is, I'll then just make that my personality, like all of America. Shots fired. Um, but yeah, so no, I'm looking forward. I mean, being in New Orleans, I've never been, right? I've seen that one episode of Impractical Jokers. They were there. And I don't know. I'm excited. I don't know what to do. I don't know if people will know who I am. Maybe after this interview, people won't want to meet me,
We're
or
like,
people will want to meet me. But I'll be there beside BB Easton. It's Jason Momoa and Emilia Clarke of Shadows and Seductions. That's the vibe we're giving
Oh
off.
my God, that's epic.
I might
yeah,
be
this is
in
amazing.
a fur coat. I might be in a full Khal Drogo outfit. Who knows? I've never worn a suit.
Please.
Do I have to wear a suit to this ball?
No,
Am I
please
allowed to
don't
go
wear
to the
suit. I mean, you
ball?
can. Oh, if you want
You could wear a
to.
pajama onesie if you wanted to.
I'll wear an Elmo pajama onesie. That's how you'll know it's me.
It's burlesque themed, by the way, but you
Hmm.
can wear whatever you want.
Yeah, you can wear feathers and corsets and bedazzled,
A vajazzle?
Yeah.
I said
Red's gonna be
bedazzled.
doing them at the event
I'm
at her
going to
booth.
get. I'll be getting vajazzled. It's Bryn Weaver,
I'm turning
Samantha
red, I can
Brentmore,
feel it.
Eric Nolan, BB Easton, and Red's Vajazzle Station.
See, Red, the people give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want.
I've been saying this for 2 years now.
That's look. I mean, tickets are kind of still got a load of them.
Oh my Lord, I'm just like crying my eyes out right now. Thank you, and turning bright red. Love this for me. Um, well, we're done, Eric Nolan. That was your interview.
Wow, and what a way to end it.
I know. No,
Definitely.
for real though, thank you so much for taking the time. I mean, you literally are on the other side of the world. But this was, and you can take the record as longest ever recorded episode. We're so
I don't
excited.
want that. I don't want that.
But the episode's actually, after we do all the cuts, it's going to be like 22 minutes.
I don't want that. I don't want that. I mean, look, with all the added memes and stuff you're adding in later,
Uh-huh.
this is going to be a 3-hour episode.
All the sponsorship.
This is
All
the thing.
everything.
Look, I like talking,
I love this for you.
right? And I like making fun of you.
We
And
love
you like
listening.
making fun of me. And that's great. And I think there hasn't been a single bit of substance to this interview. So
I love
Give
that
people
it's
what they
Jen's
want,
first
okay?
episode back in over a year. And she's just
You
like,
made me.
I did make her. I was like, you're doing this with me. But no, for real, thank you so much for being on. We're very excited to have you as part of Shadows. And watch
And maybe sinners.
Oh,
maybe.
thanks. I'm a big maybe for the sinners. Hey, everyone in the chat,
Right?
help me out.
Thumbs up if you want to see
Yeah,
her.
there'll be a GoFundMe for my flights to America because Jen hates my guts. Come on.
Well, you guys make sure to check out Mr. Eric Nolan on his socials, also on the Quinn app. So, that is where he's going to give you
There's going to be
smutty,
a link to
silky
my
words.
Quinn app right here.
There's going to be links
There's
and
going to be
memes.
there's going to be links. There's going to be curse traps. There's going to be whatever
Everything
you want.
that you need.
Every
I love it.
affiliate sponsorship ever.
It's amazing.
Um,
It's like little clips
I'll
from
be
Game of Thrones
doing
and The Witcher.
Aperol spritz at the start of Shadows. I'll be there, topless waiters or whatever in the queue.
That's perfection. As long as there's
Totally
a
stopper.
Tito's dirty martini with extra olives and a side of the dirty ice for Jen, she will be very happy.
That's
I love
way
that.
too
I know
long
you're
of a
drink
drink.
order.
Oh, can I drink at this event?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I
do whatever
drink
you want.
and sign stuff?
Yeah.
Unreal. Right, here's my rider. Okay. Here's my rider. Do people get riders at these things?
No, they don't.
Well,
They
just
don't.
like
I mean,
I'm the
you
longest
can book
interview, I'm now
one.
the first guy who has a rider. All right. I'll need 3 cans of Rain Energy. Is it a 1 or 2 day event?
For you, it's
For you, it's
probably
like-
only a half a day.
Yeah.
Sent home. He's been sent home.
I'm like, get him out. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. He's out.
Jen, any final words?
He's around the back of that Blockbuster, that abandoned Blockbuster with half a table.
Baby's like, where did Eric go? I'm like, I don't know. He left.
It's fine.
He
Nobody's
left.
there to meet me. It's fine. I get it. I understand.
We put you in a meet and greet like upstairs in a whole random room. Just
Yeah.
don't tell people where you're at either.
And you'd probably
I
charge them a
know.
$5 in. It's fine.
Jen, any final words for Mr. Eric Nolan?
Just thank you for being here. This was so
No,
much fun.
thanks for having me.
And
It's been a pleasure.
we're excited to have you at Shadows.
And
Sinners.
oh, I was good. Shadows and Seduction. Is that what it was called? She doesn't even know where she works. No.
No, I I was like,
When
and Sinners.
when is Sinners? What date? I'll have to check my calendar. I'm a
August.
very busy boy.
All right, you guys. So thanks again, Mr. Eric Nolan. And also make sure you guys tune into the Dark Collective podcast every other Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. See you guys soon.
Something
Bye.
GMT.
Bye.
What about the Europeans? You guys don't even care.
You get
Oh.
nothing.